church. This is the forms. Getting close to Compton High School. Right now, they're in the process of building a new Compton High School. They tore down the old Compton High School. They're known as P.J. Watts. None of these projects had bars on the doors and the windows in the 60s and the 70s. But in the 80s, the drug dealers and the drug addicts, they took over the projects, and you couldn't even leave your house without somebody breaking in, and they just barred the whole thing up. But to me, they made it look like a prison. I know when I went to prison looked just like this. This little house right here on the side, this is where they filmed the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington. All the way to Long Beach on the other end. It goes through South Central, Compton, Watts. Everybody's seen the movie White Man. Watts Towers is a historical landmark here in Watts. Over here on the right hand side, that's the Watts Towers Museum, and that building right there. And then in the back here is the Watts Towers. One man single-handedly built the Watts Towers out of pieces of broken glass and tile and seashells. He started building the Watts Towers over 100 years ago. Yeah, that's the place. You should go. Like in the daytime, it seems pretty tame. You don't want to get caught over there when the sun goes down. Yeah, those are some rough areas. Because I grew up in those projects and everybody knows me, man, I'm okay. You see me come through there every day. But those areas are like still open air drug markets. Very tame. You would probably stick out like a short something. Somebody might try to rob you. Air and everybody started running. That whole scene was filmed right here in this area. When you came through here on Fun Day Sunday, all of the low-riding car clubs would be lined up and down the street. People would be out here with their lawn chairs. I see people out here with their barbecue pits. This whole parking lot next door, this would be all covered with graffiti. They had boarded it up. But Nipsey Hussle died right here where you see the handicap spot. That's the Marathon store. That's where Nipsey Hussle died. And right after he died, this whole parking lot was just full with just flowers and candles. People came out to pay their respects to the great Nipsey Hussle. See, now they're in there, they're doing renovation. They're gonna open it up in 6 months. On the left-hand side, where you see those people standing in the front yard, that's Craig's house. You'll probably see Smokey and Ice Cube sitting on the porch. Yeah, big old Devo bike. The director, F. Gary Gray, lived in this house where the red truck is. Like I said, after dark. This is where Dr. Dre started at. You still see Lonzo's number right there. They just rent this place out for people who want to throw parties, wedding receptions. They rented this building out to do the movie Straight Outta Compton. When they did the nightclub scene, they did the nightclub scene in the actual nightclub that Dr. Dre started in. He let Lonzo make some money because after all, Lonzo gave him his first break in the music industry. On high school, including Lamar, YG, Game, and DJ Quick. Right here on the left-hand side, this is Centennial High School. Here in the city of Compton, Centennial High School is known as a blood school. Their school colors are red and white. I went to Compton High, a Crip school, and our school colors are blue and white. And that's where the color code started. Red for the Bloods and blue for the Crips. Now the color code is outdated today. Nowadays you see Crips wearing red and city of Compton. Well, let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Compton and Watts. Right now we're about 15 minutes away from the hood, but in the meantime, in between time, we're going to be going through areas like Hancock Park and Koreatown. And as soon as we cross the 10 freeway, we'll be in South Central Los Angeles, also known as the hood. On this tour, I'll show you where they made some of your favorite movies, like Boys in the Hood, Training Day, Baby Boy. Going past Nipsey Hussle School. Even though the Marathon store is closed, they have a bunch of nice murals out there. People like to get out and take pictures in front of the murals. And if you do want to go shopping, you can go down the street to the Crenshaw store. That's where they sell t-shirts and baseball games. From there, we'll go to the street where they made the movie Friday. You'll see Craig's house, you'll see Smokey's house, you'll see Miss Parker's house, and Stanley's house. If you guys can get out, take pictures, you can. Now at Craig's house, they charge $20 to sit on the porch and take pictures. But for $20, they let you take all the pictures you want to take. People like to do like Craig and Smokey, go, damn, yeah. From there, we'll go to Compton. I'll show you where they made the movie Straight Outta Compton. I'll show you the childhood home of Kendrick Lamar. We'll go past the nightclub that Dr. Dre started. We'll go past Tam's Hamburger Stand. That's where Suge Knight ran over and killed him. That's why Suge's in jail for murder. From there, we'll go to Watts. I'll show you where they made the movie White Man Can't Jump, Menace to Society, and the historical Watts Towers. That's where they made the movie Colors, and Denzel Washington made the Ricochet. Now it's about a rolling 20s. But as soon as you cross the intersection right here, we'll be in a Crip territory known as the rolling 30s. Sometimes it's just one street divide one neighborhood from the next. At Nipsey Hussle's private funeral, he had a public memorial at the Staples Center, but the private funeral for the family only was held right here. But you still have more than 5,000 people lined up outside trying to get in. A lot of people didn't know it, but Nipsey Hussle was the king of underground rap here in Los Angeles for more than 10 years. Some people call Nipsey Hussle the Tupac of his generation. That's a nice car right there. That Monte Carlo Chevy. Yeah, we love Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle